Like you're the first person to call me ugly. Most of the times I get people who tell me otherwise. Okay, let me first finish setting up, then I concentrate. Because I have to. Oh, did you travel by camel? No, I travel by border. I don't know, motorcycles. I don't use a taxi. I just use a taxi. Borders. I'm not a monkey. I'm a human being like you. 2025, we are all equal. Yeah. But I have flow. It's not flow like I have flow. I have sinus. Yeah. I was born with sinuses. Even if I treat, even if I do what, at the end of the day, I find but I have flow. It's not flow like I find myself with the sinuses. When it's very cold, I get sinuses. When it's very hot, I get sinuses. So you bear with me. Yeah. I have to finish setting up here, then I concentrate. Forgive me if I'm not available in the chat for now, because I do all this myself. I'm a one-man army. So I have to first finish setting up too. Then I concentrate in the charts. But I'm seeing Val Pixel 29 here. Yeah, thank you for defending me. Thank you for defending me. Yeah. I love to have people that defend me because I'm a real person. I love to have real people I connect with. This is just not technology. No. It's real people connecting me with real people out there in the world. But I have to first finish setting up, then I'll be focused. So forgive me if I'm not in the chats right now, because I have to first finish setting up. It's not automatic. I configure it out all myself. But as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna be here. Let me first finish setting up. Just give me a minute. I'm not gonna take much of the time. I know I should be doing this early, but I'm struggling. But I will not let it be a hindrance. I will not let it be an excuse. So I'll try to do my best always. I am an athlete. In athletes, you either do it or you don't do it. Somebody called me a monkey. How can you call your fellow human being a monkey? How can you call your fellow brother from another mother? How can you call your fellow sister from another mother? Because of boundaries. You call me a monkey? That's so bad of you. You are so ashamed. Be ashamed of yourself. But it's all love. All love and forgiving and being understandable and communicating and getting to know each other and getting to know the boundaries that you should never. And getting to teach other people how to teach others. Maybe some people like some people grow with abusive parents, yeah? And they think that's the way of life, especially when you're growing up with abusive parents, narcissists. Are they called narcissists? Parents. You can also become like that. But it's our role to teach others how to treat others. Treat others with respect, with love, with togetherness, with, I don't know, you can define English better than me. Yeah, it's not very easy to stream, especially when you're coming from Africa, by the way. When you're coming from Africa, here things are taken for granted. But other countries don't take these things for granted. That's the beauty with it. Oh, like, I need to, So I'm rushing so that I be focused to talk with the people. But I do this all myself. And my computer is very old, very, very old. That's why you see my camera. This is not how I look like. My camera is very old. Like, my computer is a 4th generation, you can imagine. But it's what I have. So you either in Africa use what you have, generation, but I'll be using this till I get what I feel like can do this better. But this is all I have right now, and I will do this with this. So how was the weekend? I'm supposed to be streaming on the weekend, but this place here is closed on the weekend. I don't stream. I feel very bad because streaming is my life. It gives me some life. When I'm not here, I'm just totally a nobody, like literally nobody. But whenever I get here on here, it gives me some life. It gives me some purpose. It gets me to know people. Like, I know Val Pixel comes from Ireland. How would I ever know that? And I was seeing her, she followed me on Instagram. Thank you for following me. Let's teach. Yeah. Okay, I have to do this very fast. Very fast. Because before I used not to share my links on the social medias, and I love, you know, like I love working my way up. Yeah, all these platforms I started from zero. I love starting from zero. Like, yes, I feel like whenever I start from zero, you know, the real grind, like real grinding. So I love working my way up. So before I wasn't sharing the links of the platforms to the social medias, other social medias. But I was like, I'm doing myself a disservice. I'm doing the people who will ever watch me a disservice of not knowing where to find me. Because on these streaming platforms, we are very many people. We are all very many fighting for this space. So I have to take the initiative of sending the links organically. I don't buy views like bots and all that. I don't love that. I love these things organically. Even if I have 145 followers, even if I have 2, as long as it's organic, I love it. Organically, to grow your way up there, yeah. To start from zero and you grow. That's the thing that I love. To ever wake up one day and I know, like, yes, I grinded for this. Grinding. I don't know, am I done with this, sharing this? I think I'm done. We have to go. Can you get data card? I don't know what data card is. Could you give me a clue? What is a data card? Because here I don't know, you can give me. You're an inspiration. Are you for real? Thank you. Thank you. Oh. I'm uploading my video. There's a video I've been filming from the city, and these people like, well, like you can buy a SIM card so you have data on your phone. Then, oh my God, I wish I can tell you how much that is. It's very expensive to stream, very expensive. And me, I'm a multi-streamer. It's very expensive. I cannot hear. The internet is very expensive here. I don't know why. But it's expensive, very expensive. That's why I come here. I have a SIM card on my phone, but the data that enables me to stream, I cannot buy it. I cannot afford buying it. Yeah, cannot afford buying it. The other way is for me to leave my area place, because I come from the village. I don't like to even call it a village. It's a developing area. To come to the town. The other way is for me to leave that place and I come to this side and get fiber internet, because I come to this place because they have fiber internet. So to stream, I cannot use data. I cannot use data on the phone. I have to use fiber, like fiber. And here, at least for fiber, I can afford it. But data, like data buying from the SIM card, I cannot afford it. It's very expensive. Very expensive, even more than a house for streaming. I've always told you my wishes is for me to have a place where I can stream from. This is a public university where I stream from. To execute my ideas, I try to come to this public university because I need my ideas alive. I don't want my ideas to die because I have constraints of internet, no? Yeah. my attention is divided because I do all this myself, so I have to first share the links on the platforms. Yeah, to know there's somebody out there from Uganda who does streaming. So don't worry that I have COVID-19. I don't have COVID-19, whatever that pandemic was called. I just have sinuses. It's natural. I was born like that. Because I sleep on the floor. By the way, I sleep on the floor, so it was very cold yesterday. So I woke up with the sinuses. So don't get afraid. Don't ever get afraid of me. I don't bite. Val Pixel has flow. Val has a different name. I love calling somebody by the name they have, like Val Pixel 94. But the other side is Ruth. I feel like I can resonate with Ruth. You're gone, you go. Okay. I'm just finishing here, sending the links to the social media. Then I focus on the chat. And who is up on my stream? It feels amazing to know some people very far. It gives me even those ideas. You can call me whatever you want, brother. It feels amazing to thank you for calling me your brother. I have somebody who calls me a brother, like not bro, like, you know, like people using bro every time. Like it's a way to call somebody, no? Okay, it's a way to call somebody, but whenever somebody calls me a brother, I feel happy. Yeah. I feel happy. And some people were complaining that you are not hearing me because of the microphone. This is all I have. If I had a good microphone, I would. Even if I had a good microphone, I cannot carry it on the bag. The bag is very heavy sometimes. I cannot lift it because I walk up to here. Sometimes it's very hard. Yes, I'm supposed to have a strong mindset. Yes, I'm supposed to be a strong mind. Yes. But sometimes the bag is very heavy for the distances that I take. If you ever watch my YouTube channel, you can check those videos. I walk all those distances. Yes, I'm writing a comment. I'm streaming right now. Come on here. Let's be family. Let us be family. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That is done. I'm just sending these links to the social medias like X. Yeah. Yeah, because I need to get people to know that yes, there's somebody out there who streams, and this person has a face like me here. I feel like one day, like I've been seeing these streamers, they're celebrating becoming affiliates, they're celebrating becoming partners. Who doesn't want that? I also want to ever become an affiliate. So it's very hard for me. Very hard for me, but I will work. I can hear how was my weekend. My weekend was lonely. Like I told you, if I'm not on the stream, my weekend is very lonely. Like, I don't have people to talk to. The requirements here are 75 followers, yeah, but I have 145 followers. I am an affiliate, but I don't generate income because Stripe is not allowed in Uganda. Stripe is not in Uganda. I don't know why I don't talk to people. I don't know why. I just don't know. I'll not say like But I find myself, if I'm not filming, if I'm okay, I love spending most of my time in my home studio. I was on stream here, somebody came and bought me a music studio. So most of the times, because I'm starting late, I find my time like, if I'm not here working to come here, if I'm not out there in the field filming the YouTube videos, I'm staying in the studio, learning how to produce the music, because I'm gonna be doing it all myself, and I'm starting late, so you can imagine. So that's why sometimes I'm not talking to the people. And because somehow, whenever like you are grown and you're still living in your home area, there's somehow you feel, I don't know if it's only me. So I'm grown and I went back to my home area. Somehow I stay inside all the day somehow. Like before, but when I had a place, my own place, I used to go out, but I'm no longer like that. Life happens and life changes. So life changed. I'm like that. But I believe life will change once again for the good. I don't like life changing for the bad. I don't like it. I love life changing for the good. I'm still setting up all of these, then I focus. There is Carol Coffee Comfort. Okay, Carol, thank you. Can hear your music. Can we hear your music? Yes, like this is the issue. I've told you already, I'm independent. I'm doing all the things by myself. When I'm grown, maybe I'll have a team. So I had distributed my music with a streaming platform. Yeah. But I didn't pay the subscription. And this streaming platform, this distributor took down my music. So I've been researching again to get my music back on the streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, till I found a distributor. So I'm gonna re-upload my music again because they had took down the distributor called TuneCore. If you ever know, I don't know if you're into music, but that's the distributor I was using. He had took down my music. If you're independent, you know how you are struggling. Yes, if you're independent, you struggle a lot, but it builds you at least. I believe in teamwork. I believe in working together, but when you are starting up, you don't have like, you find yourself that everything you do it yourself. So from the production, from the mixing, from the writing, from the distributing, from making videos, from the streaming, all the work I have to be doing it myself. Till I have the muscle of maybe getting some work done by another person, but for now, it's all on me. Yeah. And I believe it's shaping me, even though it's very hard, but at least it's shaping me. I feel like if I continue like this, the future is bright. The future is very bright if I connect with people and yes, I tell them my real life. I get to know what their real life is too. But you're gonna bear with me. I don't know if you're supporting a streamer, you support their ideas, yeah? If you're supporting me, I believe it's not by force, but I believe you support whatever I stream. Sometimes I stream when I'm reading because I don't want my brain to be empty. And because I'm speaking this English language, it's not very easy for me to speak English because the people I stay with, they don't speak English at all. So the only way I'm gonna improve my English is by talking and by reading. So most of the times, like today, I dedicate today for reading. Yes, I'm gonna be coming in the chat to talk with the people who will be around, but I have to read to improve my English and to put out messages. All the books I read are not just books. I read them to put out messages, to also improve my brain, because in Africa, you have to really be smart. Because if you're not smart, you don't have an option. You have to be smart. Because it's very challenging if you are not. So sometimes I need to read. It's very hard to read, but I have to force myself to read. Training session over. Okay. I need to put on this. I think I'm done with sharing the links. I came very late. Very, very late. Hey, I've been enjoying your streams lately. I love to connect and show some support. Be a call without my Discord. People telling me, Discord. No, I was reading. I was reading Val Pixel. Val, like, it's always training season. Like I was reading somewhere. I was sharing a link and I read, it's always training season. Yes, training. I don't know if the way I understand training is the way you understand it, but training, to me, I don't go to the gym because I cannot afford the gym. Honestly speaking, I cannot afford the gym. But this nature gym, I go for running. Yes, to work out, to go out and work out. Our parents, our African parents, they don't value working out. Yes, but me, I value working out. Whenever I see movies and I see how these people have good-looking bodies, yeah, it's not that I admire their bodies. I admire my body the way it is, and you should love your body the way it is. But working out, I love working out. It challenges me so much. It challenges me. That's why I work out. By running, it's all I can afford. But if you afford going to the gym, you can be going there. I'm talking about that because I was reading on Val's Instagram and was training seasons. Training season is never over. It's never over. Let me finish sharing this, and I begin reading, putting some information in my head, because even the videos I make, sometimes I speak of the things I've read about, sometimes I speak of the things I agree with. And because, let me tell you this, yes, I believe in God. Yes, I believe in God. But in African religions, they use God, they use the concept God to somehow control our people, to somehow brainwash our people. They use the Bible somehow. And I feel like I should be knowing this, maybe to never fall on the wrong side of God. That's why I read wealth creation. I read the constitution of this country, Uganda, where I'm coming from. So I know very well the constitution of this country I'm coming from. So these people can never catch me off guard. Even though I didn't study law, even if I didn't ever go for law, it doesn't take away the fact that I love reading. It challenges me to read those English words, English terms. But I'm going to be reading to better myself in English so that I can know how to express myself. I feel like people were even angry, like my family. They asked me, why do you speak English only? Like, why do you write? Why do you speak in English? I feel like there's something with the English language somehow. I can express myself more in the English language than in my African languages. I'm not betraying my African languages, but there's a saying that goes, the heart wants what it wants. My heart somehow fell in love with English. Somehow. Because it challenges me to read. And when I was growing up, I didn't even like it because of the histories and all that. But history is behind us now. All these things are behind us. Behind all of us. Yeah? Oh, no, behind us. Sorry. By the way, I follow everybody who follows me. I follow them. Genuine people. I don't follow people who I feel like they are not genuine. Yeah. It's not that I'm judgmental to people, no, but I feel it. You cannot fake feeling. Anyway, so here is me continuing from where I stopped. I don't know, I'm gonna just be reading. I'm chatting, sometimes I'm just into only chatting, but I need to put some information in my head. My head should not just be empty, like carrying an empty head. Yes, it should not be like that. So I try to seek for information, yeah, to better understand how I can express myself is by also reading. And I'm reading the Bible now, the New American Standard Bible. There's the Holy Bible, but I was comparing the versions before starting to reading the Holy Bible. I'm reading the Bible from a free mind perspective. I'm not reading the Bible in a religious perspective, no. I'm reading it from a free mind perspective, because whenever I'm coming on the streets of Kampala, the most book that I see is the Bible, and it will be very unfair for me, a person who is seeking for information, to skip it. Why should I skip it? So I'm reading the American Standard Bible. Exodus 1, New American Standard Bible. I'm on Exodus 1. Now these are the names of the sons of Israel who came to Egypt with Jacob. They came each one with his household. 2. Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah. 3. Isaac, Zebulun, and Benjamin. 4. Dan and Naphtali, and Gad and Asher. 5. English challenges me, reading these names challenging me, but that's the beauty. 5. All the persons who came from the loins of Jacob were 70 in number, but Joseph was already in Egypt. 6. Joseph died, and all his brothers and all that generation. I think I should become and read properly. 7. But the sons of Israel were fruitful and increased greatly and multiplied and became exceedingly mighty, so that the land was filled with them. 8. Now a new king arose over Egypt, who did not know Joseph. 9. He said to his people, behold, the people of the sons of Israel are more and mightier than we. 10. Come, let us deal wisely with them, or else they will multiply, and in the event of war, and I don't want to be shouting, this room has other people, they will also, 9, they will also join themselves to those who hate us and fight against us and depart from the land. 11. So they appointed taskmasters over them to afflict them with hard labor, and they built for Pharaoh storage sites, Pithom, and Ramses. English, why are you so hard? Why is so hard, English? 12. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied, and the more they spread out, so that they were in dread of the sons of Israel. 13. The Egyptians compelled the sons of Israel to labor rigorously. 14. And they made their lives bitter with hard labor in mortar and bricks, and at all kinds of labor in the field, all their labors which they rigorously imposed on them. 15. Then the king of Egypt spoke to the Hebrew midwives, one of whom was named Shiphrah, and the other was named Puah, P-U-A-H, Puah. 16. And he said, when you are helping the Hebrew women to give birth, and see them upon the birth stool, if it is a son, then you shall put him to death, but if it is a daughter, then she shall live. 17. But the midwives feared God and did not do as the king of Egypt had commanded them, but let the boys live. 18. So the king of Egypt called for the midwives and said to them, why have you done this? And let the boys live. 19. The midwives said to Pharaoh, because of Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women, for they are vigorous and give birth before the midwife can get to them. 20. So God was good to the midwives, and the people multiplied and became very mighty. 21. Because the midwives feared God, he established households for them. 22. Then Pharaoh commanded all his people, saying, every son who is born you are to cast into the Nile, and every daughter you are to keep alive. Exodus 2, New American Standard Bible. 1. Now a man from the house of Levi went and married a daughter of Levi. 2. The woman conceived and bore a son, and when she saw that he was beautiful, she hid him for 3 months. 3. But when she could hide him no longer, but when she could hide him no longer. I don't know the way they write this English, man. It's not what I expect in my head, but I have to read what I see. She got him a wicker basket, W-I-C-K-E-R, wicker basket, and covered it over with tar and pitch. Then she put the child into it and set it among the reeds by the bank of the river. 4. His sister stood at a distance to find out what would happen to him. 5. The daughter of Pharaoh came down to Bethi at the Nile with her maidens walking alongside the Nile, and she saw the basket among the reeds and sent her maid, and she brought it to her. 6. When she opened it, she saw the child, and behold, the boy was crying, and she had pity on him and said, this is one of the Hebrews' children. 7. Then his sister said to Pharaoh's daughter, shall I go and call a nurse for you from the Hebrew women, that she may nurse the child for you? 8. Pharaoh's daughter said to her, go ahead. So the girl went and called the child's mother. 9. Then Pharaoh's daughter said to her, take this child away and nurse him for me, and I will give you your wages. So the woman took the child and nursed him. 10. The child grew, and she brought him to Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son. And she named him Moses and said, because I drew him out of the water. 11. Now it came about in those days when Moses had grown up that he went out to his brethren and looked on their hard labors, and he saw an Egyptian beating a Hebrew, one of his brethren. 12. So he looked this way and that, and when he saw there was no one around, he struck down the Egyptian and hid him. Oh, the other one is hide, and this is hid him in the sun. 13. He went out the next day, and behold, 2 Hebrews were fighting with each other, and he said to the other offender, why are you striking your companion? 14. But he said, who made you a prince or a judge over us? Are you intending to kill me as you killed the Egyptian? Then Moses was afraid and said, surely the matter has become known. 15. When Pharaoh heard of this matter, he tried to kill Moses, but Moses fled from the presence of Pharaoh and settled in the land of Midian, and he sat down by a well. 16. Now the priest of Midian had 7 daughters, and they came to draw water and fill the troughs to water their father's flock. 17. Then the shepherds came and drove them away, but Moses stood up and helped them and watered their flock. 18. When they came to Reuel, how they read this word? R-E-U-E-L, Reuel, their father, he said, why have you come back so soon today? 19. So they said, an Egyptian delivered us from the hand of the shepherds, and what is more, he even drew the water for us and watered the flock. 20. Said to his daughters, where is he then? Why is it that you have left the man behind? Invite him to have something to eat. 21. Moses was willing to dwell with the man, and he gave his daughter Zipporah to Moses. 22. Then she gave birth to a son, and he named him Gershom, for he said, I have been a sojourner in a foreign land. 23. Now it came about in the course of those many days that the king of Egypt died, and the sons of Israel sighed. Is it how they read it? S-I-G-H-E-D. Sighed, both of the bondage, B-O-N-D-A-G-E, B-O-N-D-A-G-E, bondage. And they cried out, and their cry for help because of their bondage rose up. Bondage rose up to God. 24. So God had their groaning. This groaning. G-R-O-A-N. G-R-O-A-N. Groaning. And God remembered his covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. 25. God saw the sons of Israel, and God took notice of them. Exodus 3, New American Standard Bible. 1. Now Moses was pasturing the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the west side of the wilderness and came to Horeb, the mountain of God. Horeb, the mountain of God. 2. The angel of the Lord appeared to him in a blazing fire from the midst of a bush, and he looked, and behold, the bush was burning with fire, yet the bush was not consumed. 3. So Moses said, I must stand aside now and see this marvelous sight, why the bush is not burned up. 4. When the Lord saw that he had turned aside to look, God called to him from the midst of the bush and said, Moses, Moses. And he said, Here I am. 5. Then he said, Do not come near here. Remove your sandals from your feet, for the place on which you are standing is holy ground. 6. He said also, I am the God of your father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. Then Moses hid his face, for he was afraid to look at God. 7. The Lord said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people. God, you need to see the affliction of the people in Uganda. For real, God needs to see the affliction of the people in Uganda. We also need God. We need God. For real. God needs to see the affliction of people in Uganda. God needs to see the affliction of me. The story continues. I have surely seen the affliction of my people who are in Egypt, and have given heed, H-E-E-D, 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 heed to their cry. because of their taskmasters, for I am aware of their sufferings. 8. So I have come down to deliver them from the power of the Egyptians and to bring them up from that land to a good and spacious land, to a land flowing with milk and honey, to the place of the Canaanites and the Hittite and the Amorite and the Perizzite and Hivite and Jebusite. Now, behold, the cry of the sons of Israel has come to me. Furthermore, I have seen the oppression with which the Egyptians are oppressing them. 10. Therefore, come now, and I will send you to Pharaoh, so that you may bring my people, the sons of Israel, out of Egypt. 11. But Moses said to God, who am I that I should go to Pharaoh, and that I should bring the sons of Israel out of Egypt? I also ask myself that question, who am I, sometimes. 12. And he said, certainly I will be with you, and this shall be the sign to you that it is I who have sent you. When you have brought the people out of Egypt, you shall worship God at this mountain. 13. Then Moses said to God, behold, I am going to the sons of Israel, and I will surely say to them, the God of your fathers has sent me to you. Now they may say to me, what is his name? What shall I say to them? 14. God said to Moses, I am who I am. God is so... Yes, you need to know yourself. You need to know like you are who you are. I am who I am, right? Yes, you need to know who you are. God said to Moses, I am who I am. And he said, thus you shall say to the sons of Israel, I am had sent me to you. 15. God furthermore said to Moses, thus you shall say to the sons of Israel, the Lord, the God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob has sent me to you. This is my name forever, and this is my memorial name to all generations. 16. Go and gather the elders of Israel together and say to them, the Lord, the God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob has appeared to me, saying, I am indeed concerned about you and what you have been done to in Egypt. 17. So I said, I will bring you up out of the affliction of Egypt to the land of the Canaanite, and the Hittite, and the Amorite, and the Perizzite, and the Hivite, and the Jebusite, to a land flowing with milk and honey. 18. They will pay heed. What does it even mean to? I need to search. I should not just read these words. I need to read the words and understand them. What does it mean to heed? Paying heed. Pay attention or take notice of all the heed he should have heeded. How they read it?
Heed.
Yeah, heed, like paying attention, to take notice to what you say. And with the elders of Israel will come to the king of Egypt, and you will say to him, the Lord, the God of Hebrews, has met with us. So now, please let us go a 3 days journey into the wilderness, that we may sacrifice to the Lord our God. 19. But I know that the king of Egypt will not permit you to go, except under compulsion. 20. So I will stretch out my hand and strike Egypt with all my miracles, which I shall do in the midst of it. And after that, he will let you go. 21. I will gather this people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, and it shall be that when you go, you will not go empty-handed. Exodus 3, New American Standard Bible. 22. But every woman shall ask of her neighbor, and the woman who lives in her house, articles of silver and articles of gold and clothing, and you will put them on your sons and daughters. Thus you will plunder the Egyptians. Exodus 4, New American Standard Bible. 1. Then Moses said, what if they will not believe me or listen to what I say? For they may say, the Lord has not appeared to you. 2. The Lord said to him, what is it that in your hand? And he said, a staff. Is a staff, right? A staff. What is a staff? 3. Then he said, throw it on the ground. He threw it on the ground, and it became a serpent, and Moses fled from it. 4. But the Lord said to Moses, stretch out your hand and grasp it by its tail. So he stretched out his hand and caught it, and it became a staff in his hand. 5. That they may believe that the Lord, the God of their fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob has appeared to you. 6. The Lord furthermore said to him, now put your hand into your bosom. What is the bosom? What is a bosom? Remember, I need to know these words. What is a bosom? B-O-S-O-M. A woman's chest or breasts. Oh my God. Bosom.
Bosom. Bosom.
Bosom. Yeah, so, okay, let me first read the charts and I see. Have good word and some music therapy up at the same time. We are cleaning house today. The good word is good vibes today. Thank you for being around. Hi. Yeah. I don't know if you believe in these things, 2025, but we are still around. So let me first publish this video. There's the video I've been filming today, and I've been uploading it. And it's now done uploading. It's now done uploading. I have to post. Everything, if you do it yourself, you get to be free. You get to know like you're building it. Which thumbnail can I use? Thumbnails. Thumbnail. On this video, I've been filming this video from the city. Everybody was staring at me. There's somebody who even called me some name. But if you know about an energy, you don't send back that energy. You teach people how to treat you. You treat people how to treat others. So when they treat you bad, you don't treat them bad again. Maybe you can give a distance to them, but you show them you can't do it. You can treat them bad because you can't. But you just decided not to do it. So after filming to release this video right now. This video is called How You Are Doing. I'm asking you how you are doing in your life. By being there in my life. I need to read this book and finish it. Then maybe I'll ask you which other book you want me to read, because I need to be reading. Even though I'm out of school, it doesn't mean that I should stop reading. I love even to read. Even the movies, they're all scripted. If I'm not watching a movie, I have to read. So it's a different kind of streaming, yes. But at least I've told you already, religions here in Africa use these things to manipulate our people, to play with our people's minds. So it's better to read them yourself and you see, are these religions following what's, I don't know, to better understand it also, because these things are there. There's people believe in these things everywhere, like sometimes it's better to read it and you see, can you resonate with it? It's not about religion or what. To know what's so special with these things, to know, to have a knowing. It's not, I don't like to be ignorant. I don't like it. Makes me, even somebody in the city called me that, but I just don't like it. But let me finish publishing the video. It's a YouTube video, streaming, making the YouTube videos, then plus adding on music, building up. Yes, that's how I'm trying to build up my life, trying to put myself together. It's very hard, but at least I'm doing something. I'm not just there. I don't know how history will judge me, but I pray it judges me with kindness. To know, like, I was just trying to seek a way, I was just trying to just know how can my life be my life. Yeah, I don't have a good camera. Yeah, the phone that I use it's not like a good phone, but I've told you already, I use things that I have till I get the things I need. But for now, I will be using the things that I have till I get those that I need. Yeah, thank you for subscribing. That's the message that I put in to tell people, because I need subscribers, people to subscribe to me. It's very sad that these platforms, for them, they only care about that. They don't care about anything, these platforms. For them, they care about how many subscribers you have. How many subscribers are you having? Even if you do this. So we will play by their game. It's their game. What can we do? What can we do? It's their game. It's their rules. It's their game. It's their rules. Nothing to do. To just play by their rules. Yeah. What is my name? Exactly. 100. Oh, you can follow the path. I'm sorry, like, I need to be in the chat, man, but listen, it doesn't matter if you believe in God. Everyone needs a higher power to guide them to the right thing. We follow the path that is good, yes. Arrow, yeah. 100, we don't treat them bad. We just keep some distance. For real, that's true. We keep a distance, yeah. You can even treat them bad, but you know, like, you can't. There's that power to know, like, I can do bad to you. There's that power to know, like, you did me bad. I can do bad to you because we are equal. What you can do, I can also do. If you abuse me, I can also abuse it. But the power to know, like, I'm not going to abuse you. That's the beauty. So my name is Herbert. Herbert, that's my name. That's my name, my English name. But if you want to know my no, like, let me write it. Herbert, that's my name. That's my English name. You know, like, we have English names and African names. Yeah, that's my name. So let me write you my full names, my national ID. I feel very bad that we live in 2025 and we still have African IDs. I don't like identifications. I just don't like it. I don't know if I'm wrong, but I don't like identifications. Do you know why? In Africa, we have a history, like in South Africa. where like there was colonialism, you had to have something that shows how IDs came about. According to the history, you had to have something that proves that you are somebody. So that's how the IDs we are. Like Africans, the black people in South Africa used to have those things they carry around to show like you are alive, yeah. So I don't like IDs, but what can you do? Like you have to just have a voice. So these are my African names. This is how my names are on my ID. Even if I don't like IDs, it's Ndora, Herbert, Oyo, Mulisa, Aboki. That's my full name. Ndora, Herbert, Oyo, Mulisa, Aboki. A full sentence. But of course, on my ID there is Ndora, Herbert, Oyo. That's on 3 names. Okay, your name is a name. Even if there are 4, it's your name. I don't know. What is your name? You don't say my names are. Somebody was correcting me. You said your name is Ndora, Herbert, Oyo. So this one, Molisa, is not on my national ID, but it's like my name. If I give birth, I'll be calling my kids the English name and their name plus the family name. This will be my family name, Molisa. Molisa. Like Molisa is, like in Africa we have tribes. And the tribe I come from is called Batoro in Uganda. The tribe I come from is Batoro, though I am way beyond the tribes because tribes divide us. Tribes categorize us. I love and respect the African culture, but it divides us. In Uganda, it's so tribalism is so, it affects people's minds, like divides us. You can find one sector of employment, there's only one tribe. There's not any other tribe that can be there. I told you, that's why I was telling other people like racism and tribalism. Tribalism is worse than racism. Because with tribalism, it can be one group of people, but in one country. So anyway, but of course, Africa, we come from tribes. I love and respect them, but I'm way beyond them. They don't affect my thinking. They don't decide for me. I just respect them because it's African culture. So my name is Herbert. By my brand, the channel is called Human Lives 29. Some people call me Human Lives. Yes, that name Lives, you can read it Lives or you can read it Lives. But the purpose I have behind that name is living, Human Lives, because I was so afraid of living. So afraid that I will die. So afraid that I was afraid of all those things that I will die one day, and I was afraid. I was afraid that I will lose my parents, I will lose the people that I love, I will lose my ex-girlfriend, I will lose, being afraid of losing. And I was like, you need to start living, stop thinking, stop worrying about losing. You start thinking about living. You are living. So my name is about living. I was telling myself, human, live. I'm telling myself, human, live. Yeah, so that's how my name comes about. Yeah, brand name. But even if you call me Herbert, people say my name wrongly most of the times. Some people say like Herbert, like someone had written Herbert with an A. You have to write it with a Herbert. It's like you're referring to somebody. It's Herbert with Herbert. Anyway, I'd skip. I'm done scheduling the video. It will premiere according to our time here. Right now it's 7 p.m. here. My time here. It's 7 p.m. So I'm premiering the video at 8 exactly. 8 p.m. according to my time. You know, time differences. Time differences and all that. So for us it's already dark. Some people are waking up. The world humbles me. That's why I'm like, I need to be humble. Yes, human living. Humans, stop being worried. Yes, you need to, yes, of course, you need to worry about your future, worry about things, but the biggest percentage of the circle should be about living. Like, why are you here? You're here to live. I needed to that to be my name, to know that you have to be living. To think about you're gonna be living. Think about, I used to judge myself, like till today I still judge myself, but I need to stop that habit of judging myself. I need to let myself be free. To be free to think. Yes. Yeah. So that's how my name comes about. If you ever ask me that brand name, why from Herbert to Human Lives? Because the human wants to live, the human should live. The human should not be afraid of living. The human should not be afraid of what the future holds. The human should, yes, of course, should be a future. Yes, everybody loves to plan for the future, but living today, living for today, living here. Anyway, I have to continue with the reading to put some information in me and to read these words to know, like, it's also my responsibility to read it. It's not about religion or about what, but to understand the word. They call it the word of God. That's how they call it. And who am I to deny? And this book has been there for years and years. I also found it here. Even if I say I'm a free mind, I love to free my mind, but I need to read and what is going on exactly. Are they lying about God? Our religions, I told you already, our religions here in Africa, really, I'm not speaking bad about them. I love it that they bring people together. Yes, I love it when people come together. And yes, I love it. I love it they bring people together and all that. But are they giving out the real message? Are they? Because let me read it and I interpret it myself. And I say, how will it also affect my life? Because if I need to change my life, I'm working out, I'm coming here to stream, I'm doing everything that I feel in my powers can change my life. So, not even my life. I believe like when I change my life, I can change other people's lives because I love to change other people's lives for real. I cannot be staying with the people and they are not doing well and I'm very comfortable. I live in a family where I have very rich people, but I don't know why they don't have the spirit of a family, being together like a family. I feel like at the end of the day, when you are lost, it's so sad to feel like you are alone. You feel like your family is not with you sometimes, yet they are there. But because you are all having different lives. These videos challenge my mind to film them from the city when everybody. This message is for the Ugandans. Ugandans, get together and liberate your country. Our country is under military rulership. Our country should be under civilian rulership. Is it called rulership? Because we've been ruled for 40 years by military. Yeah, so I'm trying to tell my Ugandan people that they need to come together. They should stop their tribes which divide them, and they come together and they liberate their country from military rulership. Military should not be involved in politics. Military should be there to govern the country, to make sure like how is the country operating. But here military is used to control us. Military is used to scare people. Military is used to beat people, which I don't believe in. And I will not keep quiet if things I don't believe in, it will be not me anymore. Like I've told you about, my life is about living. I should speak of things that I believe in. Sometimes I need to express my feelings, how I feel, to remove the mind from thinking, and I express myself. Then there is where I will use my mind. Yes, but there's times when I don't want to use my mind. I just want to use the way I feel, my heart. Okay, I think I'm done here sending the links. That's all I stop on. I do my part, I create the videos, I do everything, and I share on my socials, and I stop there. I don't buy people, like buying, overseeing, having an overseer, and they no, like let it work itself organically. Let it prove that it's organic. I think I'm done there. Let's continue with the word of God, like the way they call it, word of God. The way they call it, word of God. Yeah. Okay. uh, yeah. The subtitles. Just I was editing the subtitles. Yeah. Can you believe I'm struggling with English? But I will learn it one day very well, and I will be able to express myself fully express myself, because that's what I want. To define how I feel, to express myself very well. Thank you for being on, for real. I don't take this for granted. Yeah. You being there in your life. I'm looking at the window, you being there wherever you are. Val Pixels 94 Ruth Anderson. Wherever you are. Yeah, I have big love, big love for you. I'm even beating my chest. Thank you for being on. Anyway, I have to continue. So he put his hand into his bosom, and when we took it out, behold, his hand was leprous, like snow. Man, people who already know how to speak English, I admire you, because me have to first read to learn. But you have something that I admire. You already have it. It's your normal language. Me have to first read to learn how to speak it. This beautiful language. I'm betraying my African languages for English. His hand was leprous, like snow. 7. Then he said, put your hand into your bosom again. So he put his hand into his bosom again. And when he took it out of his bosom, behold, it was restored like the rest of his flesh. 8. If they will not believe you or heed the witness of the first sign, they may believe the witness of the last sign. 9. But if they will not believe even these two signs or heed like HEED, what you say, then, wait a minute, these guys, I think these guys do me bad of late. I need to know their games they take out. Yeah, I knew. So let me first turn on these guys again. Hard work. I believe in hard work. Just doing it. Even if it's scaring, even if you don't know how the future holds, what it is like. At least you did your part. You did your part. I'm doing my part. I'm evolving. Man has to evolve, and I'm evolving by reading, by connecting with people out there. Yes, from my life. Oh, this guy's. Yeah. Play their game. It's their game. These platforms, you have to play by their game. It's their game at the end of the day. I'm the one who needs them, even if I'm the one who puts in the work. But I'm the one who needs them. But it's okay. I'll do my work. So, like, where was I? 9. But if they will not believe even those 2 signs or heed what you say, then you shall take some water from the river and pour it on the dry ground, and the water which you take from the river will become blood on the dry ground. 10. Then Moses said to the Lord, Please, Lord, I have never been eloquent, neither recently nor in the past, nor since you have spoken to your servant. For I am slow of speech and slow of tongue. 11. The Lord said to him, Who has made man's mouth? Or who makes him mute or deaf, or seeing, or blind? Is it not I, the Lord? 12. Now then go, and even I, will be with your mouth and teach you what you are to say. 13. But he said, Please, Lord, now send a message by whomever you see. 14. Then the anger of the Lord burned. No, where was I? But he said, Please, Lord, now send a message by whomever you will see. 14. Then the anger of the Lord burned against Moses, and he said, Is there not your brother Aaron, the Levite? I know that he speaks fluently, and moreover, behold, he is coming out to meet you. When he sees you, he will be glad in his heart. 15. You are to speak to him and put the words in his mouth, and I, even I, will be with your mouth and his mouth, and I will teach you what you are to do. 16. Moreover, he shall speak for you to the people, and he will be as a mouth for you, and you will be as God to him. 17. You shall take in your hand this staff, with which you shall perform the signs. 18. Then Moses departed and returned to Jethro, his father-in-law, and said to him, Please let me go, that I may return to my brethren who are in Egypt, and see if they are still alive. And Jethro said to Moses, Go in peace. 19. Now the Lord said to Moses in Midian, Go back to Egypt, for all the men who are, what am I reading? What am I reading? For all the men who were seeking your life are dead. Oh, 20. So Moses took his wife and his sons and mounted them on a donkey and returned to the land of Egypt. Moses also took the staff of God in his hand. 21. The Lord said to Moses, When you go back to Egypt, see that you perform before Pharaoh all the wonders which I have put in your power. But I will harden his heart so that he will not let the people go. Why should God harden Pharaoh's heart? 22. Then you shall say to Pharaoh, Thus says the Lord, Israel is my son, my firstborn. 23. So I said to you, Let my son go that he may serve me, but you have refused to let him go. Behold, I will kill your son, your firstborn. Why should you do that? The son is very innocent. I'm disagreeing with some of the things I read. If I feel like I'm disagreeing, why should God kill Pharaoh's son? The son is innocent. Why should God kill him? For real, why should God kill Pharaoh's son? Because the son is innocent, doesn't know what his father is. But God wants to punish Pharaoh by killing the son. I feel like that's unfair, God. I feel it's unfair. 24. Now it came about at the lodging place on the way that the Lord met him and sought to put him to death. 25. Then the Zipporah took a flint and cut off her son's foreskin and threw it at Moses' feet and said, "You are indeed a bridegroom of blood to me." Exodus 4, New American Standard Bible. 26. So he let him alone. At that time she said, "You are a bridegroom of blood because of that circumcision." 27. Now the Lord said to Aaron, "Go to meet Moses in the wilderness." So he went and met him at the mountain of God and kissed him. Man, these things, I'm reading them, but I also don't understand them. 28. Moses told Aaron all the words of the Lord with which he had sent him, and all the signs that he had commanded him to do. 29. Then Moses and Aaron went and assembled all the elders of the sons of Israel. 30. And Aaron spoke all the words which the Lord had spoken to Moses. He then performed the signs in the sight of the people. 31. So the people believed, and when they heard that the Lord was concerned about the sons of Israel, and that he had seen their affliction, then they bowed low and worshipped. Exodus 5, New American Standard Bible. 1. And afterward Moses and Aaron came and said to Pharaoh, "Thus says the Lord, the God of Israel, let my people go, that they may celebrate a feast to me in the wilderness." But Pharaoh said, "Who is the Lord that I should obey his voice to let Pharaoh go, to let Israel go? I do not know the Lord, and besides, I will not let Israel go." 3. Then they said, "The God of Hebrews." Who are Hebrews, by them? Who are these Hebrews? Because I'm reading God of Hebrews. Who are the Hebrews? Like me, I'm an African. Are Hebrews a tribe or what? Hebrews. Who are Hebrews? Historians mostly consider the Hebrews as a synonymous with Israelites with the term Hebrew, denoting an Israelite from the nomadic era which preceded the establishment of the kingdom of Israel. And Hebrew. Okay. God's supreme revelation. Hebrews is often called the book of better things. Okay. I think I will read on and I will understand who these Hebrews are. The God of Hebrews has met with us. Please let us go a 3 days journey into the wilderness, that we may sacrifice to the Lord our God. Otherwise, he will fall upon us with pestilence, or with the sword. 4. But the king of Egypt said to them, "Moses and Aaron, why do you draw the people away from their work? Get back to your labors." 5. Again Pharaoh said, "Look, the people of the land are now many, and you would have them cease from their labors?" 6. So the same day Pharaoh commanded the task makers over the people, and their foremen, saying, you are no longer to give the people straw to make brick as previously. Let them go and gather straw for themselves. 8. But the quarter, how do I read this word? Quota. Quarter of bricks which they were making previously, you shall impose on them. You are not to reduce any of it, because they are lazy. Therefore they cry out, let us go and sacrifice to our God. 9. Let the labor be heavier on the men, and let them work at it, so they will pay no attention to false words. That's how we are in Uganda, for real. 10. So the task makers of the people and their foremen went out and spoke to the people, saying, thus says Pharaoh, I am not going to give you any straw. 11. You go and get straw for yourselves, wherever you can find it, but none of your labor will be reduced. 12. So the people scattered through all the land of Egypt to gather stubble, stubble for straw. 13. The taskmakers pressed them, saying, complete your work quota, your daily amount, just as when you had straw. 14. Moreover, the foremen of the sons of Israel, whom Pharaoh's taskmakers had set over them, were beaten and were asked, why have you not completed your required amount, either yesterday or today, in making brick as previously? 15. Then the foremen of the sons of Israel came and cried out to Pharaoh, saying, why do you deal this way with your servants? 16. There is no straw given to your servants, yet they keep saying to us, make bricks, and behold, your servants are being beaten, but it is the fault of your own people. 17. But he said, you are lazy, very lazy. Therefore you say, let us go and sacrifice to the Lord. 18. So go now and work, for you will be given no straw, yet you must deliver the quota. Is it quota? Quota. Quota of bricks. 19. The foremen of the sons of Israel saw that they were in trouble, because they were told, you must not reduce your daily amount of bricks. 20. When they left Pharaoh's presence, they met Moses and Aaron as they were waiting for them. 21. They said to them, may the Lord look upon you and judge you, for you have made us odious in Pharaoh's sight and in the sight of his servants, to put a sword in their hand to kill us. 22. Then Moses returned to the Lord and said, O Lord, why have you brought harm to this people? Why did you ever send me? 23. Ever since I came to Pharaoh to speak in your name, he has done harm to this people, and you have not delivered your people at all. Exodus 6, New American Standard Bible 1. Then the Lord said to Moses, now you shall see what I will do to Pharaoh, for under compulsory he will let them go, and under compulsion he will drive them out of his land. 2. God spoke further to Moses and said to him, I am the Lord. 3. And I appeared to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob as God Almighty, but my name, Lord, I did not make myself known to them. 4. I also established my covenant with them to give them the land of Canaan, the land in which they sojourned. 5. Furthermore, I have heard the groaning of the sons of Israel, because the Egyptians are holding them in bondage, and I have remembered my covenant. 6. Say therefore to the sons of Israel, I am the Lord, and I will bring you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians, and I will deliver you from their bondage. I will also redeem you with an outstretched arm and with great judgments. 7. Then I will take you for my people, and I will be your God, and you shall know that I am the Lord your God, who brought you out from under the burdens of Egyptians. 8. I will bring you to the land which I swore to give to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and I will give it to you for a possession. I am the Lord. 9. Some others spoke thus, the sons of Israel, but they did not listen to Moses on account for their despondency, and cruel bondage. 10. Now the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, 11. Go tell Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, to let the sons of Israel go out of his land. 12. But Moses spoke before the Lord, saying, Behold, the sons of Egypt have not listened to me. How then will Pharaoh listen to me? For I am unskilled in speech. 13. Then the Lord spoke to Moses and to Aaron, and gave them a charge to the sons of Israel and to Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to bring the sons of Israel out of the land of Egypt. 14. These are the heads of their fathers' households, the sons of Reuben, Israel's firstborn, Hanoch and Palu, Hezron and Kami. These are the families of Reuben. 15. The sons of Simeon, Jamuel and Jamin and Ohad and Jasin and Zohar and Shal, the son of a Canaanite woman. These are the families of Simeon. 16. These are the names of the sons of Levi according to their generations: Gershon and Kohath and Merari. And the length, oh my God, these names are very hard. Should I skip them? No skipping. The length of Levi's life was, no. These are the names of the sons of Levi according to their generations: Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. And the length of Levi's life was 137 years. 137 years for what? I feel like that's a long time to live, man. You're just suffering. 100 years, you're just suffering, for real. For real, 100 years. If you are to live 100 years. Okay, I don't know, but I feel like you're just suffering. You are very old. 17. The sons of Gershon, Libni and Shimi, according to their families. The sons of Kohath, Amram and Izahar and Hebron and Iziel. And the length of Kohath's life was 133 years. The sons of Merari, Mali, oh my God, names are hard, and Moshe. These are the families of the Levites according to their generations. 20. Amram married his father's sister. Jochebed, and she bore him Aaron and Moses. And the length of Amram's life was 137 years. I just don't know what I just read, but I think you heard it right. 21. The sons of Ishar, Korah, and Lepheg, and Zichri. Then 3. Aaron married Elisheba, the daughter of Aminadab, the sister of Nashah. Oh God, I cannot read these names. Nahashon, and she bore him Nadab. And are these Arabs or what? And Abihu, Eleazar, and Ilsama. 24. The sons of Koran, Esia, and Ekna, and Abisaph. These are the families of Korahites, heads of the families, heads of the fathers' households of the Levites, according to their families. 26. It was the same Aaron and Moses to whom the Lord said, bring out the sons of Israel from the land of Egypt according to their hosts. 27. They were the ones who spoke to Pharaoh, king of Egypt, about bringing out the sons of Israel from Egypt. It was the same name, Moses and Aaron. Exodus 6, New American Standard Bible. 28. Now it came about on the day when the Lord spoke to Moses in the land of Egypt. 29. That the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, I'm the Lord. Speak to Pharaoh, king of Egypt, all that I speak to you. 30. But Moses said before the Lord, behold, I am unskilled in speech. How then will Pharaoh listen to me? Why is Moses saying? Moses was doubting himself, for real. He's saying this. He's unskilled in speech. Why? Exodus 7, New American Standard Bible. 1. Then the Lord said to Moses, see, I make you as God to Pharaoh, and your brother Aaron shall be your prophet. 2. You shall speak all that I command you, and your brother Aaron shall speak to Pharaoh that he let the sons of Israel go out of his land. 3. But I will harden Pharaoh's heart, that I may multiply my signs and my wonders in the land of Egypt. Why is God doing that? Why is God playing all these tricks? He's telling Moses and Aaron to tell Pharaoh to let his people go out of Pharaoh's land. But God again is going to make Pharaoh's heart hard. Why? 4. When Pharaoh does not listen to you, then I will lay my hand on Egypt and bring out my hosts, my people, the sons of Israel, from the land of Egypt by great judgments. 5. The Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord when I stretch out my hand on Egypt and bring out the sons of Israel from their midst. 6. So Moses and Aaron did it as the Lord commanded them. Thus they did. 7. Moses was 80 years old and Aaron 83. What? Like 80 years old. Moses and Aaron, where was I? Like the years, wow me. Moses was 80 years old and Aaron 83 when they spoke to Pharaoh. 8. Now the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, 9. When Pharaoh speaks to you, saying, work a miracle, then you shall say to Aaron, take your staff and throw it down before Pharaoh, that it may become a serpent. 10. So Moses and Aaron came to Pharaoh, and thus they did just as the Lord had commanded. And Aaron threw his staff down before Pharaoh and his servants, and it became a serpent. A serpent. 11. Then Pharaoh also called for the wise men and the sorcerers. How do you read this word? S-O-R-C. Sorcerers. And they also, the magicians of Egypt, did the same thing with their secret arts. 12. For each one threw down his staff, and they turned into serpents. But Aaron's staff swallowed up their staffs. 13. Yet Pharaoh's heart was hardened, and he did not listen to them as the Lord had said. 14. Then the Lord said to Moses, Pharaoh's heart is stubborn. He refuses to let the people go. 15. Go to Pharaoh in the morning as he is going out to the water, and station yourself to meet him on the bank of the river of the Nile. And you shall, the Nile, we have the Nile here in Uganda. And you shall take in your hand the staff that was turned into a serpent. 16. You shall say to him, the Lord, the God of Hebrews, sent me to you, saying, let my people go, that they may serve me in the wilderness. But behold, you have not listened until now. 17. Thus says the Lord, by this you shall know that I am the Lord. Behold, I will strike the water that is in the Nile with a staff that is in my hand, and it will be turned to blood. 18. The fish that are in the Nile will die, and the Nile will become foul, and the Egyptians will find difficulty in drinking water from the Nile. 19. Then the Lord said to Moses, say to Aaron, take your staff and stretch out your hand over the waters of Egypt, over their rivers, over their streams, and over their pools, and over all their reservoirs. Reservoirs of water, that they may become blood, and there will be blood throughout all the land of Egypt, both in vessels of wood and in vessels of stone. 20. So Moses and Aaron did even as the Lord had commanded, and he lifted up the staff and struck the water that was in the Nile, and in the sight of Pharaoh, and in the sight of his servants, and all the water that was in the Nile was turned to blood. 21. The fish that were in the Nile died, and the Nile became foul, so that the Egyptians could not drink water from the Nile, and the blood was through all the land of Egypt. 22. But the magicians of Egypt did the same thing with their sacred arts, and Pharaoh's heart was hardened, and he did not listen to them, as the Lord had said. 23. Then Pharaoh turned and went into his house with no concern even for this. 24. So all the Egyptians dug around the river for water to drink, for they could not drink of the water of the Nile. 25. 7 days passed after the Lord had struck the Nile. Exodus 8, New American Standard Bible 1. Then the Lord said to Moses, go to Pharaoh and say to him, thus says the Lord, let my people go, that they may serve me. 2. But if you refuse to let them go, behold, I will smite your whole territory with frogs. 3. The Nile will swarm with frogs, which will come up and go into your house, and into your bedroom, and on your bed, and into the houses of your servants, and on your people, and into your own ovens, and into your kneading. I'm supposed to pronounce a K. Kneading or kneading bowls. Kneading. Kneading. Bowls. 9. So the frogs will come up on you and your people and all your servants. 5. Then the Lord said to Moses, say to Aaron, stretch out your hand with your staff over the rivers, over the streams, and over the pools, and make frogs come up on the land of Egypt. 6. So Aaron stretched out his hand over the waters of Egypt, and the frogs came up and covered the land of Egypt. 7. The magicians did the same thing with their sacred arts, making frogs come up on the land of Egypt. 8. Then Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron and said, "Entreat the Lord that he remove the frogs from me and from my people, and I will let the people go, that they may sacrifice the Lord." 9. Moses said to Pharaoh, "The honor is yours to tell me when I shall entreat for you and your servants and your people, that the frogs be destroyed from you and your houses, that they may be left only in the Nile." 10. Then he said, "Tomorrow." So he said, "May it be according to your word, that you may know that there is no one like the Lord our God." 11. The frogs will depart from you and your houses and your servants and your people. They will be left only in the river. 12. Then Moses and Aaron went out from Pharaoh, and Moses cried to the Lord concerning the frogs which he had afflicted upon Pharaoh. 13. The Lord did according to the word of Moses, and the frogs died out of the houses, the courts, and the fields. 14. So they piled them in heaps, and the land became foul. 15. But when Pharaoh saw that there was relief, he hardened his heart and did not listen to them, as the Lord had said. 16. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Say to Aaron, stretch out your staff and strike the dust of the earth, that it may become gnats through all the land of Egypt." What's gnats? I need to search. What's gnats? What does it mean to gnats? Gnats, is any of many species of tiny flying insects in the Dipterate suborder. What are gnats? Gnats go through, okay. It's like insects. 7. Enzige. These are the enzige. I don't know. 17. They did so, and Aaron stretched out his hand with his staff and struck the dust of the earth, and there were gnats on man and beast. All the dust of the earth became gnats through all the land of Egypt. 18. The magicians tried with their secret arts to bring forth gnats, but they could not. So they were gnats on man and beasts. 19. Then the magician said to Pharaoh, "This is the finger of God." But Pharaoh's heart was hardened. Pharaoh, yes, Pharaoh, I love Pharaoh. Pharaoh was hard, yes. Even I think God loved Pharaoh because Pharaoh was a hard man. You need to have all things happen to him, and Pharaoh is hard. And he did not listen to them, as the Lord had said. 20. Now the Lord said to Moses, "Rise early in the morning and present yourself before Pharaoh as he comes out of the water, and say to him, 'Thus says the Lord, let my people go, that they may serve me.'" 21. For if you do not let my people go, behold, I will send swarms of flies on you and on your servants and on your people and into your houses, and the houses of Egyptians will be full of swarms of flies, and also the ground on which they dwell. 22. But on that day I will set apart the land of Goshen, where my people are living, so that no swarms of flies will be there, in order that you may know that I, the Lord, I am the midst. I am the Lord, am in the midst of the land. 23. I will put a division between my people and your people. Tomorrow this sign will occur. 24. Then the Lord did so, and there came great swarms of flies into the house of Pharaoh and the houses of his servants, and the land was laid waste because of the swarms of flies in all the land of Egypt. 25. Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron and said, "Go sacrifice to your Lord within the land." Exodus 8, New American Standard Bible. 26. But Moses said, "It is not right to do so, for we will sacrifice to the Lord our God what is an abomination to the Egyptians. If we sacrifice what is an abomination to the Egyptians before their eyes, will they not then stone us?" 27. We must go a 3 days journey into the wilderness and sacrifice to the Lord our God as he commands us. 28. Pharaoh said, "I will let you go, that you may sacrifice to the Lord your God in the wilderness. Only you shall not go very far away. Make supplication for me." Supplication for me. 29. Then Moses said, "Behold, I am going out from you, and I shall make supplication to the Lord that the swarms of flies may depart from Pharaoh, from his servants, and from his people tomorrow. Only do not let Pharaoh deal deceitfully again in not letting the people go to sacrifice to the Lord." 30. So Moses went out from Pharaoh and made supplication to the Lord. 31. The Lord did as Moses asked and removed the swarms of flies from Pharaoh, from his servants, and from his people. No one remained. 32. But Pharaoh hardened his heart this time also. He did not let the people go. Pharaoh has a hard heart, man. Can harden. Exodus 9, New American Standard Bible. 11. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Go to Pharaoh and speak to him. Thus say, the Lord, the God of Hebrews, let my people go, that they may serve me too. For if you refuse to let them go and continue to hold them," 3. "Behold, the hand of the Lord will come with a very severe pestilence on your livestock, which are in the field, on the horses, on the donkeys, on the camels, on the herds, and on the flocks. 4. But the Lord will make a distinction between the livestock of Israel and the livestock of Egypt, so that nothing will die of all that belongs to the sons of Israel." 5. The Lord set a definite time, saying, "Tomorrow the Lord will do this thing in the land." 6. So the Lord did this thing on the next day, and all the livestock of Egypt died, but of the livestock of the sons of Israel not one died. 7. Pharaoh sent, and behold, there was not even one of the livestock of Israel dead. But the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, and he did not let the people go. Pharaoh, yeah. Pharaoh, I love Pharaoh. I really love him, Pharaoh. 8. Then the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, "Take for yourselves handfuls of salt from a kiln, and let Moses throw it toward the sky in the sight of Pharaoh." 9. It will become fine dust over all the land of Egypt, and will become boils breaking out with sores on man and beast through all the land of Egypt. 10. So they took soot, S-O-O-T, soot, from a kiln, and stood before Pharaoh, and Moses threw it toward the sky, and it became boils breaking out with sores on man and beast. 11. The magicians could not stand before Moses because of the boils, for the boils were on the magicians as well as on all the Egyptians. 12. And the Lord hardened. Is the Lord doing this? You mean is the Lord hardening Pharaoh's heart? And the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart and did not listen to them, just as the Lord had spoken to Moses. 13. Then the Lord said to Moses, rise up early in the morning and stand before Pharaoh and say to him, thus says the Lord, the God of Hebrews, let my people go, that they may serve me. 14. For this time I will send all my plagues on you and your servants and your people, so that you may know that there is no one like me in all the earth. 15. For if by now I had put forth my hand and struck you and your people with pestilence, you would have been cut off from the earth. 16. But indeed for this reason I have allowed you to remain, in order to show you my power and in order to proclaim my name through all the earth. 17. Still you exalt yourself against my people by not letting them go. 18. Behold, about this time tomorrow I will send a very heavy hail, such as has not been seen in Egypt from the day it was founded until now. 19. Now therefore send, bring your livestock and whatever you have in the field to safety, every man and beast that is found in the field and is not brought home, when the hail comes down on them, will die. 20. The one among the servants of Pharaoh who feared the word of the Lord made his servants and his livestock flee into the houses. 21. But he who paid no regard to the word of the Lord left his servants and his livestock in the field. 22. Now the Lord said to Moses, stretch out your hand toward the sky, that hail may fall on all the land of Egypt, on man and on beast, and on every plant of the field throughout the land of Egypt. 13. Moses stretched out his staff toward the sky, and the Lord sent thunder and hail and fire rained down to the earth, and the Lord rained hail on the land of Egypt. 24. So there was hail and the fire flashing continually in the midst of the hail, very severe, such as had not been in all the land of Egypt since it became a nation. 25. The hail struck all that was in the field through all the land of Egypt, both man and beast. The hail also struck every plant of the field and shattered every tree of the field. 26. Only in the land of Goshen were the sons of Israel where there was no hail. Hey, you good? Okay. Exodus 9, New American Standard Bible, 27. Then Pharaoh sent for Moses and Aaron and said to them, I have seen this time. The Lord is the righteous one, and I and my people are the wicked ones. 28. Make supplication to the Lord, for there has been enough of God's thunder and hail, and I will let you go, and you shall stay no longer. 29. Moses said to him, as soon as I go out of the city, I will spread out my hands to the Lord. The thunder will cease, and there will be hail no longer, that you may know that the earth is the Lord's. 30. But as for you and your servants, I know you do not yet fear the Lord God. 31. Now the flax and the barley were ruined, for the barley was in the ear and the flax was in bud. 32. But the wheat and the spelt were not ruined, for they ripened late. 33. So Moses went out of the city from Pharaoh and spread out his hand to the Lord, and the thunder and hail ceased, and rain no longer poured on the earth. 34. But when Pharaoh saw that the rain and the hail and the thunder had ceased, he sinned again and hardened his heart, he and his servants. Pharaoh has a heart of not being intimidated, of not being. I love Pharaoh. Wherever he is, yes, he was strong. I love strong people. He showed God that he was also strong. Pharaoh. Yeah. Okay, where was I? 35. Pharaoh's heart was hardened, and he did not let the sons of Israel go, just as the Lord had spoken through Moses. Exodus 10, New American Standard Bible. 1. Then the Lord said to Moses, go to Pharaoh, for I have hardened his heart and the heart of his servants, that I may perform these signs of mine among them. 2. And that you may tell in the hearing of your son and of your grandson how I made a mockery of the Egyptians and how I performed my signs among them, that you may know that I am the Lord. 3. Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh and said to him, thus says the Lord, the God of Hebrews, how long will you refuse to humble yourself before me? Let my people go that they may serve me. 4. For if you refuse to let my people go, behold, tomorrow I'll bring locusts into your territory. 5. They shall cover the surface of the land, so that no one will be able to see the land. They will also eat the rest of what has escaped, what is left to you from the hail, and they will eat every tree which sprouts from you out of the field. 6. Then your houses shall be filled, and the houses of all your servants, and the houses of all the Egyptians, something which neither your fathers nor your grandfathers have seen from the day that they came upon the earth until this day. And he turned and went out from Pharaoh. 7. Pharaoh's servants said to him, how long will this man be a snare to us? Let the men go, that they may serve the Lord their God. Do you not realize that Egypt is destroyed? 8. So Moses and Aaron were brought back to Pharaoh and said to them, go serve the Lord your God. Who are the ones that are going? Moses said, we shall go with our young and our old, with our sons and our daughters, with our flocks and our herds. We shall go, for we must hold our feast to the Lord. 10. Then he said to them, thus may the Lord be with you. If ever I let you and your little ones go, take heed, for evil is in your mind. 11. Not so. Go now, the men among you, and serve the Lord, for that is what you desire. So they were driven out from Pharaoh's presence. 12. Then the Lord said to Moses, stretch out your hand over the land of Egypt for the locusts, that they may come up on the land of Egypt and eat every plant of the land, even all that hail has left. 13. So Moses stretched out his staff over the land of Egypt, and the Lord directed an east wind on the land all that day and all that night. And when it was morning, the east wind brought the locusts. 14. The locusts came up over all the land of Egypt and settled in all the territory of Egypt. They were very numerous. There had never been so many locusts, nor would there be so many again. 15. For they covered the surface of the whole land, so that the land was darkened, and they ate every plant of the land, and all the fruit of the trees that the hail had left. Thus nothing green was left on tree or plant of the field through all the land of Egypt. 16. Then Pharaoh hurriedly called for Moses and Aaron and said, I've sinned against the Lord your God, and against you. 17. Now therefore, please forgive my sin only this once, and make supplication to the Lord your God, that he would only remove this death from me. 18. He went out from Pharaoh and made supplication to the Lord. 19. So the Lord shifted the wind to a very strong west wind, which took up the locusts and drove them into the Red Sea. Not one locust was left in all the territory of Egypt. 20. But the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, and he did not let the sons of Israel go. 21. Then the Lord said to Moses, stretch out your hand toward the sky, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even a darkness which may be felt. 22. So Moses stretched out his hand toward the sky, and there was thick darkness in all the land of Egypt for 3 days. 23. They did not see one another, nor did anyone rise from his place for 3 days, but all the sons of Israel had light in their dwellings. 24. Then Pharaoh called for Moses and said, go serve the Lord, only let your flocks and your herds be detained. Even your little ones may go with you. Exodus 10, New American Standard Bible. 25. But Moses said, you must also let us have sacrifices and burnt offerings, that we may sacrifice them to the Lord our God. 26. Therefore our livestock too shall go with us, not a half shall be left. A half, not a half, shall be left behind, for we shall take some of them to serve the Lord our God. And until we arrive there, we ourselves do not know with what we shall serve the Lord. 28. Then Pharaoh said to them, get away from me. Be aware, do not see my face again, for in the day you see my face, you shall die. Moses said, you are right. I shall never see your face again. 11, New American Standard Bible. 1. Now the Lord said to Moses, one more plague I will bring on Pharaoh and on Egypt. After that, he will let you go from here. When he lets you go, he will surely drive you out from here completely. 2. Speak now in the hearing of the people, that each man ask from his neighbor, and each woman from her neighbor, for articles of silver and articles of gold. 3. The Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians. Furthermore, the man Moses himself was greatly esteemed in the land of Egypt, both in the sight of Pharaoh's servants and in the sight of the people. 4. Moses said, thus says the Lord, about midnight I'm going out into the midst of Egypt. 5. And all the firstborn in the land of Egypt shall die. You, God, why did you have to do this? These are innocent people. Why should God kill the firstborns to punish Pharaoh? I don't agree with God on this decision. 5. And all the firstborn in the land of Egypt shall die, from the firstborn of Pharaoh who sits on his throne, even to the firstborn of the slave girl who is behind the millstones, all the firstborn of the cattle as well. 6. Moreover, there shall be a great cry in all the land of Egypt, such as there has never been before, and such as shall never be again. 7. But against any of the sons of Israel, a dog will not even bark, whether against man or beast, that you may understand how the Lord makes a distinction between Egypt and Israel. 8. All these your servants will come down to me and bow themselves before me, saying, go out, you and all the people who follow you, and after that I will go out. And he went out from Pharaoh in hot anger. 9. Then the Lord said to Moses, Pharaoh will not listen to you, so that my wonders will be multiplied in the land of Egypt. 11. Moses and Aaron performed all these wonders before Pharaoh, yet the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, and he did not let the sons of Israel go out of his land. I think I'm going right now, I think. I'm about to go. Let me finish this like 2 and I go. Exodus 12. New American Standard Bible. 1. Now the Lord said to Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt. 2. This month shall be the beginning of months for you. It is to be the first month of the year to you. 3. Speak to all the congregation of Israel, saying, on the 10th of this month, they are each one to take a lamb for themselves according to their family, fathers' households, a lamb for each other, a lamb. 4. Now if the household is too small for a lamb, then he and his neighbor, then he and his neighbor nearest to his house are to take one according to the number of the persons in them, according to what each man shall eat. You are to divide the lamb. 5. Your lamb shall be an embellished. Your lamb shall be an embellished shed. And your lamb shall be an oh my God, English is very hard. An embellished male, a year old. And you may take it from the sheep or from the goats. 6. You shall keep it until the 14th day of the same month. Then the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel is to kill it at the twilight. 7. Moreover, they shall take some of the blood and put it on the 2 doorposts and on the lintel of the houses in which they eat it. 8. They shall eat the flesh that same night, roasted with fire, and they shall eat it with unleavened bread and bitter herbs. 9. Do not eat any of it raw, you see, or boiled at all with water, but rather roasted with fire, both its head and its legs, along with its entrails. 10. And you shall not leave any of it over until morning, but whatever is left of it until morning you shall burn with fire. 11. Now you shall eat it in this manner, with your loins guarded, G-I-R-D-E-D, gilded, your sandals on your feet and your staff in your hand, and you shall eat it. You shall eat it in haste. It is the Lord's Passover. Passover. 12. For I will go through the land of Egypt on that night, and will strike down all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgments, and I am the Lord. 13. The blood shed shall be a sign for you on the houses where you live, and when I see the bloodshed, I will pass over you, and no plague will befall you to destroy you when I struck the land of Egypt. 14. Now this day will be a memorial to you, and you shall celebrate it as a feast to the Lord. Throughout your generations, you are to celebrate it as a permanent ordinance. 15. 7 days you shall eat unleavened, yeah. You shall eat unleavened bread. But on the first day you shall remove leaven from your houses. For whatever eats anything leavened from the first day until the 7th day, that person shall be cut off from Israel. 16. On the first day you shall have a holy assembly, and another holy assembly on the seventh day. No work at all shall be done on them, except what must be eaten by every person, that alone may be prepared by you. 17. You shall also observe the feast of unleavened bread For on this very day I brought your hosts out of the land of Egypt. Therefore you shall observe this day throughout your generations as a permanent ordinance. 18. In the first month of the 14th day of the month at evening, you shall eat leavened bread until the 21st day of the month at evening. 19. 7 days there shall be no leaven found in your houses. For whoever eats what is leavened, that person shall be cut off from the congregation of Israel. Whether he is an alien, or even the Bible knows about aliens, an alien or a native of the land. 20. You shall not eat anything leavened in all your dwellings. You shall eat unleavened bread. 31. Then Moses called for all the elders of Israel and said to them, go and take for yourselves lambs according to your families and slay the Passover lamb. 22. You shall take a bunch of hyssop, and dip it in the blood which is in the basin, and apply some of the blood that is in the basin to the lintel and the 2 doorposts, and none of you shall go outside the door of his house until morning. We begin from here. No, let's finish this. I think this, let's see, we can finish it. Just tell me we can finish it. Yes, we can finish this and we go. I have to travel. Exodus 12, New American Standard Bible. 23. For the Lord will pass through to smite the Egyptians, and when he sees the blood on the lintel and on the 2 doorposts, the Lord will pass over the door and will not allow the destroyer to come in to your houses to smite you. 24. And you shall observe this event as an ordinance for you and your children forever. 25. When you enter the land which the Lord will give you as he has promised, you shall observe this. 26. And when your children say to you, what does this rite mean to you? 27. You shall say, it is a Passover sacrifice to the Lord who passed over the houses of the sons of Israel in Egypt when he smote the Egyptians, but spared our homes. And the people bowed low and worshipped. 28. Then the sons of Israel went and did so, just as the Lord commanded Moses and Aaron, so they did. 29. Now it came about at midnight that the Lord struck all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh who sat on his throne to the firstborn of the captive who was in the dungeon, and all the firstborn of cattle. 30. Pharaoh arose in the night, he and all his servants and all the Egyptians, and there was a great cry in Egypt, for there was no home where there was not someone dead. 31. Then he called for Moses and Aaron at night and said, rise up, get out from among my people, both you and the sons of Israel. Go and worship the Lord as you have said. 32. Take both your flocks and your herds as you have said. Go and bless me also. 33. The Egyptians urged the people to send them out of the land in haste, for they said, we will all be dead. 34. So the people took their dough, D-O-U-G-H, how they read that word? Douge. Before it was leavened with their kneading bowls, bound up in the clothes on their shoulders. 35. Now the sons of Israel had done according to the word of Moses, for they had requested from the Egyptians articles of silver and articles of gold and clothing. 36. And the Lord had given the people favor in the sight of Egyptians, so that they let them have their requests. Thus they plundered the Egyptians. 37. The sons of Israel journeyed from Ramesses to Suthos, about 600,000 men on foot, aside from children. 38. A mixed multitude also went up with them, along with flocks and herds, a very large number of livestock. 39. They begged the Doge. Oh, is the Doge? The Doge is called a Ngano, right? I need to know what they call this. Is it how they read it? I don't know how they read it. Doge. Is it called the Doge? The Doge. Ngano. It's a malleable, sometimes elastic paste made from grains. Oh, okay. How they even read it? You give me how they read it. How they read Doge, Ngano, D. Read. Is it? I want just to know how they pronounce it. This browser of mine is fake. 39. They begged the Doge, Dough, which they had brought out of Egypt into cakes of unleavened bread, for it had not become leavened, since they were driven out of Egypt and could not delay, nor had they prepared any provisions for themselves. 40. Now the time that the sons of Israel lived in Egypt was 430 years. 400, my God. 430 years. 41. And at the end of 430 years, to the very day, all the hosts of the Lord went up from the land of Egypt. 42. It is a night to be observed for the Lord, for having brought them out from the land of Egypt. This night is for the Lord, to be observed by all the sons of Israel throughout their generations. 43. The Lord said to Moses and Aaron, this is the ordinance of the Passover. No foreigner is to eat of it. 44. But every man's slave purchased with money, after you have circumcised him, then he may eat of it. 45. A sojourner or a hired servant shall not eat of it. 46. It is to be eaten in a single house. You are not to bring forth any of the flesh outside of the house, nor are you to break any bone of it. All the congregation of Israel are to celebrate this. Like Exodus, I have to finish this. Exodus 12, New American Standard Bible, 48. But if a stranger sojourns with you and celebrates the Passover to the Lord, let all his males be circumcised, and let him come near to celebrate it, and he shall be like a native of the land, but no uncircumcised person may eat of it. I am also circumcised. 49. The same law shall apply to the native as to the stranger who sojourns among you. 50. Then all the sons of Israel did so. They did just as the Lord had commanded Moses and Aaron. 51. And on that same day, the Lord brought the sons of Israel out of the land of Egypt by their hosts. Think I'm done for that? I'm done for that. What are you talking about? Hi. I'm done for the reading for today. Yeah, the reading for today is done. I'll begin from there the next time I get to be reading. But right now, what am I talking about? I'm just reading. I'm going to do some housework, brother. I hope to see you tomorrow and you have a good day. Chat. So, are you supporting Israel or Palestine? I don't support war. But like Palestine, like I don't support the oppressor. I don't support people who oppress other people. So I'm not supporting the oppressor. Anybody who oppresses other people, I don't support them. Yeah. I don't support oppressing one another. So who is oppressing who in that battle? Who is oppressing who? Bro, big dreaming. I was reading. Oh, you're reading. Oh, you thought I was dreaming. I wasn't dreaming. Can I dream when I'm alive? When I'm sober, like, yeah. I need to know these guys if they distributed my music. But if they didn't, I'm going to be very angry with them because why are they not distributing my music? I need my music to be out there so that I can focus on other things. And if they are not distributing my music, then what are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing if they are not distributing my music? You have to release it. No man, these guys know. They're taking long, man. They're taking long. It's like they don't know anything that's going on. I feel very discouraged by them, man. Feel very discouraged. What are they doing, man? Like, what are they doing? Why are they not? I feel very angry for real. Why are they doing that to me? These guys here. For real, I feel very angry. Are they called? Let me even tag them. I feel very angry with these guys, man. They are very unserious. Almost a week. Feel very sad. Feel very sad. Why for them? Why? Why did they make my life hard? And they make my life so hard. Yeah. Very disappointed and discouraged by you. It's been almost a week since I uploaded my music for distribution, but you haven't yet distributed it. Why do you take such a such a long time. You have to be going right now. Take good care after yourself. Take good care after yourself. I love you. Take good care after yourself. Hit me a follow. Leave me a follow. Like hit the follow. Don't leave the channel without following. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to me. Don't leave the channel without hitting a follow. It will mean so much to me. Don't leave without following if you ever get to see this. I love you. Take good care after yourself. 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 I love you. Take good care after